about even this issue. You will find number of articles on Palestine problem. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Sobo Kosimova, a Uyghur national. Her family originally came from China, and we all know what is happening to the Uyghur people. I visited this, Xinjiang state of China, and I have witnessed in my own eyes the plight of Uyghur people. So now I'd like to invite Ms. Sobo Kosimova, a Uyghur student in Turkey.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk in this international webinar. Today I will talk about the Uyghur issues. First, let me explain my personal story. My grandparents and their early age left their homeland and came to the Soviet Union to protect themselves from the China's persecution. They still live in Kazakhstan. Like many more Uyghur refugees, my grandparents never got a chance to meet their relatives or loved ones who were living in the East Turkestan. Uyghurs living outside China started losing contact with family members still living in East Turkestan. Now, almost every family in Uyghur diaspora has a missing relative or loved one. A huge number of Uyghur refugees and asylum seekers have been forcibly returned to China. They disappeared. It has been a repeated and continuous practice by China's authorities to silence those who sought to flee oppression to seek a better life. China has tried to expand its repressive regime abroad. There have been multiple occasions whereby Uyghur refugees or asylum seekers have been forcibly returned after China's pressure or a foreign government. In the past 15 years alone, over 300 Uyghurs have been forcibly returned from 16 different countries and have disappeared on their return. Indeed, in light of the arbitrary detention of 1.8 or 3 million of Uyghurs in internment camps over the past 3 years, the CCP has used enforced disappearance on many occasions against the Uyghur people, which thereby has become part of the China's government's genocidal campaign to control and destroy the Uyghur ethnicity and religious beliefs in all their forms. There have been so many inhuman acts against the Uyghur population for years. For example, female Uyghurs have been victims of severe violations of their dignity and individual rights. In cases of forcible sterilizations and abortions, particularly in rural areas. Another issue related to the separation of Uyghur women concerns numerous attempts to prevent them from wearing head scarves and forcibly change their clothing habits. The children are also separated from the parents and family by the Chinese. By doing this, they want the Uyghur children to get used to China culture and tradition. Thus the Uyghurs, China don't get a chance to get to know their own language, culture, or norms. The China's authority don't only kill the people, but also their process of genocide includes the killing of the culture and language of the Uyghurs. The most brutal example that China has said harvesting thousands of human organs from its Uyghur Muslim minorities. This is so inhuman and brutal. I would like to talk about more things, especially during this pandemic period, the drugs tried on the Uyghurs, the bad condition of the camps and possibility of transmission of the virus, but there is not enough time. I want to request the international community to talk more and more about this systematic genocide being conducted by China for years Let's make me more and more such international webinars to keep the Uyghur refugees issue alive on the discussion table. Thanks to everyone. And I want share link. Maybe.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sobokosimova. As I said that I visited your country. These are wonderful people. What you forgot to mention, in 1949, there were more than 90% Uyghur people in Xinjiang province of China. And when I visited, that was reduced to less than 50%. I visited, Xinjiang. It was in 2004. I don't know during the last 15 years what happened, how the Uyghur population is reducing. But China, as Justice Shamsuddin Chaudhary mentioned, that during the liberation war of Bangladesh, it was China who supported Pakistan to kill 3 million Bengalis in our country. And now they are supporting the brutal regime of Myanmar. And this Myanmar government or the army is killing innocent Rohingya Muslims there. So this is China. They are killing their own people, and they are killing and they are committing genocide outside the outside China, other countries. So we have to create a global opinion against Chinese brutality at home and abroad. Thank you for your presentation, and I'd like to invite you to write in our paper, in our journal, more about the plight of the Uyghur people. Thank you, Sobo, and I